In addition, the healthcare field itself is constantly evolving. Managed care, a medical system that relies on health maintenance organizations instead of just private practice doctors who provide patient care, is now the norm. And as the system changes, so do the roles of people within the system. Each health professional is relied on for their particular specialty and the quality of their work. Whether they are a man or a woman makes no difference.
When I first started here at this local hospital, there were only 2 male nurses. One worked in the emergency room, one worked in the intensive care unit. Really fed into that role model, that preconceived idea that men only worked in the ER and the ICU. Today, 20 years down the road almost, we actually on some shifts have more males than females. For example, right now on our night shift we have 1 female and 3 male RNs. I would say that today there's probably about, in this hospital at any rate, about 30% of the nurses are male, and we're seeing a drastic increase in the amount of males entering the field. I don't personally think one way or the other whether it's a male or a female when I'm doing an interview or anything like that. I think a long time ago, say 15 years ago, I might have thought about, boy, it'd be nice to have another guy around, to talk to. That obviously you wouldn't hire somebody because of that, but today that's not even a consideration because the ratios are so even pretty much.
Another big change for Glenn, however, with the introduction of managed care, is a shift in his job responsibilities. Supervising 3 departments and trying to do it in the most cost-effective manner is a big task. Glenn now does a lot of paperwork instead of just focusing on patient care. And he often finds himself in a tough tug of war between those 2 parts of his job.
For example, this morning I came in with all intents and purposes to getting a lot of paperwork done and ended up working for an hour and a half in a cardiac arrest situation in the emergency center. From time to time I will relieve in the intensive care unit if somebody needs to go take a lunch break or if they need to go home early for some family situation. I'll relieve there. I'll even get involved in holidays once in a while, obviously if they can't find anybody else, or do a weekend now and then to just kind of keep my fingers in the pie. I think it's real critical to stay up to speed on my own skills so that I can be an effective manager that way. I never want to become a total paper pusher. I'd quit first and go back to just, total care.
Another important part of Glenn's job today, and one that helps him make a real difference in the future of the nursing profession, is training new student nurses. His hospital has teamed up with the local college to give nursing students practical clinical experience. For Glenn, mentoring students reminds him of why he entered the field in the first place, and also gives him a chance to pass on his excitement about nursing to others, both men and women.